Brett Strong, Internet Skeptic. Series title, 60 Seconds or Less, where I utterly destroy the world's top Christian apologists in 60 seconds or less. Up next will be a 3-for-1 deal. I'm going to combine three different people. Matt Slick, his son Jeff Durbin of Redemption Radio, and Apologetics.com group. That's a whole group. It's like 4 or 5 guys. Lindsey Brooks and those guys. So we got Matt Slick, his son, quote, I'm only joking when I say his son, but Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, and Apologetics.com, that entire team. They're pretty much presuppositionists. Basically, they will parrot the Bible is true because it says it's true. You know, my God is true because the Bible said it's true. I mean, that's the crux of their argument. My God is true because the Bible says it's true. The Bible is true because the Bible says it's true. Like I said, it's like, you know, taking the center part of the Harry Potter book and say, well, the Harry Potter book is true because it says it's true. But dude, it's fake. No. The book says it's true. It's true. Everything in it is true. You say, you know, dude, that's fairy tales of Harry Potter. No. But it says it's true, so it's true. Just put your head in, and they just put their hands in their ears and But here's the thing, because, you know, Cy Brunencake, they're just like Cy Brunencake, and I did a podcast about that. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. What Matt Slick likes to do, I've debated Matt Slick, I've debated Jeff Durbin, and I've debated the guys at Apologetics.com. This is their thing. When you just say, hey, guys, calm down. Shh, Matt, Jeff, Apologetics.com, Lindsey Brooks, all you guys, just shh, quiet. Just let me speak. I'm going to ask you one thing, as I do on my podcast. Just prove to me that your Christian God exists. Just prove to me that this superhero character of the New Testament, Jesus of Nazareth, a man with superhero power, flies in the air, disappears through walls, vanishes in the thin air, appears out of thin air, walks on water, face turns into the sun, all that stuff. Just prove to me that this Christian disembodied God and his son, the superhero Jesus, just prove to me they exist. Empirically prove that they exist. Because in the Old Testament, the Christian God empirically proved again and again that he exists. In the New Testament, the superhero God, superhero Jesus, he proved empirically not only did he exist, but that he can do mad miracles, and he was doing it in the name of God. So in the Bible, they didn't have any problem with empirical evidence. I mean, the Pharisees was like, well, who are you? And he healed this person, and he's like, no. This is proof that what I see is true. So. The Old Testament God and the fairy tale Bible gave plenty of empirical evidence. The New Testament, the superhero character in it, gave plenty of evidence, empirical evidence. But reality, when I say to Matt Slick, I say to Jeff Durbin, I say to Apologetics.com, hey, shh, this is reality. This is not fairy tale book. This is reality. Just empirically prove your Christian God and his superhero son actually live and exist. That they're real. Just empirically prove it, because the fairy tale Bible, they didn't have a problem. They're giving all kinds of empirical evidence. So this is reality. Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, Apologetics.com. Just empirically prove that this disembodied God actually exists and his superhero son actually exists. Shh. You won't hear a word. Then out of the blue, here they come. Tons and tons of what I call crack addict arguments. This is what they do. Matt Slick does it all the time. Jeff Durbin did it to me. Apologetics.com team did it. When you corner them in the wall, and it's like, shh, just empirically prove. That's all. I'm just asking you one thing. I mean, if somebody said they had a space alien in their garage, just show the space alien to me and I'll believe. That's all. Shh. I say when you say to these guys, Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, Apologetics, just show me that you're Christian God, the disembodied God, and this superhero character Jesus lives. They'll come out fighting with just crack addict arguments. They'll come at you like, well, how do you know there's such thing as minds? Like, how do you know? Our minds aren't controlled by some outer terrestrial beings. How do you know we exist? How do you know anything? How do you know, like this isn't one big dream? How do you know? It's like, what? WTF? Are you kidding me? This is their defense. When you just say, shh, just empirically prove your Christian God is real and his superhero son is real. Just, that's all. I'm not being funny or smart. I'm just asking you simple proof as I would ask for anyone who made an outrageous claim. That's all. But they come back with crack addict arguments, just irrational, totally insane, nonsensical. Like, how do you know that we have minds? How do you know that you have a mind? How do you know that I exist? How do you know you exist? How do you know gravity is going to be the same today as it was yesterday? How do you know your toothpaste is going to come out the right way today like it did yesterday? How do you know the earth is going to orbit the sun? How do you know? It's like, are you serious, dude? I mean, that's how bad their beliefs are as far as evidential, that they got to come back at you with crack addict arguments. Just, and I love crack addicts. They're beautiful people, but you talk to them and they try to get you to buy some, and they try to swindle you, and so they come out with all these little clever arguments. Crack addicts, man, they're really clever, man. They got some arguments. You're like, whoa, but if you just say the crack addicts, just show me this gold watch and I'll buy it from you. I'm not going to give you my money first and you come back 5 minutes with the gold Rolex watch worth $80,000. I'll give you $500 for this $80,000 watch, but show me the $80,000 watch, and I'll give you the $500. Well, crack addicts will give you 1,000 reasons why you should believe them, but they'll never produce the watch. That's what Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, and Apologetics.team does. They'll give you 1,000 arguments, but they'll never produce the evidence that you ask. Just empirically prove your Christian God is real. And his superhero son. Come on, let's get the team of NASA so we make sure everything's legit. Let's get NASA. Let's get some psychologists. Let's get Oprah. Let's get Barbara Walters, ABC, Fox. Let's get them all together and empirically prove your God is real. He didn't have a problem in the Old Testament. The Christian God didn't have a problem. He proved himself off the two nations, Egypt and Israel, all the time. Came down on a mountain, scared the crap out of people. Told Moses, like, dude, don't have that guy speak to, because freaking he scares us. You speak for us. You speak to this God and you come and relay it, because, wow, this guy is real. Look at the New Testament. Jesus came like, dude, I'm here. Now I'm here. I'm going to do crazy miracles. Bow, bow, bow. You want miracles? You freaking evil people. I'll give you a miracle. I'm going to rise from the grave. Bam! It's all in the fairy tale book of Bible. But when you just take it in reality and say, well, let's see now, today. This is real life right now. This is not a fairy tale reading. This is not a story. This is reality. Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, Apologetics.com team, empty-handed. And they come out with these crackpot arguments. They betray themselves because, I would say about these guys talking about, how do you know that you have minds? How do you know that you exist? How do you know that we know anything? How do you know this is not one big dream? How do you know? All these questions. How do you know? They're trying to get you off the point of just, hey, just prove it, fellas. That's all. Just prove it. I don't need to argue. I'm not a philosopher. Just prove it. That's all. Just to your kid. Just prove it, And they come with you these arguments, but, they betray themselves because they don't live that way. They don't question, do we have minds and do we know anything, and our minds might be, hooked up to extraterrestrial beings. They don't live their lives that way. So for them to come out arguing that way is just, wow, that's weird, it's odd, it's irrational, it's foolish. I mean, imagine if they caught their wives. Hopefully their wives are loyal. But imagine they caught their wives in bed with a man. They came up from work, bam, their wife's just, some guy, And the wife was like, oh man, my husband's here. And he looked at him, and the women, told the guy, run out and run for your life. And told Matt Slick or Jeff Durbin or Apologetics.team kid, how do you guys know this is real? Honey, hey Matt Slick, how do you know that this is even happening? I mean, how do you know? How do you know? This could be just a dream state. Jeff Durbin's wife, how do you know? Jeff, that you just saw what you saw. Maybe this is all, extraterrestrial beings, and our minds are hooked up and they're controlling. How do you know? Apologetics.team, their wives would say to them, how do you know this is real? How do you, honey, what you saw was not real. I mean, we don't even have minds, do we? Or don't we? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we need to see psychologists. No, those guys would be like, oh, hell no. You're not using those whack arguments to get out of adultery. Now, once again, hopefully they all got nice, loyal wives, because I happen to like Matt Slick, little wild guy, but he's a guy, cool. Jeff Durbin, love the guy, he's a cool guy. I've debated him. Apologetics.com team, they seem like great guys. Just a scenario. But we all know those guys in that scenario would not go for any crackpot arguments. They would look at their wives like, what, are you kidding me? Do I have a mind? Could this be imaginary? Could our mind be hooked up to some extraterrestrial? Are you crazy, woman? Are you sick-minded? What the is wrong with you? But yet, when you debate them, they come out with these same arguments and look at you as if they said something rational. If their wives did it to them, just got busted butt naked, humping some dude, and their wives looked at them in the eyes and said with those, doe eyes, honey, how do you know this is real? You're imagining. We can't know anything, man. We need psychology. This is all a dream. This is just a nightmare. Just wake up. This is not real. They would look at those wives like, are you freaking kidding me? Am I an idiot? But yet they come out with those same arguments. Can you imagine if Matt Slick or Jeff Durbin or the apologetics.com team stood before a judge and the judge was ready to give him a sentence for a crime they committed, and they looked at the judge like, Judge, how do you know you have a mind? How do you know this is real? How do you know what I did was real? How do you know that I exist? How do you know it's even me? Maybe I'm somebody else. Maybe this is all a fantasy. Maybe this is somebody else's dream. The judge would look at them like, are you serious, dude? Dude, put this guy on meds and lock him up in an insane asylum. For real. But yet, they feel justified coming at arguments to me. I mean, they feel satisfied with these crackpot arguments, these crack addict arguments. They feel justified. They feel satisfied. And when I'm looking at them, like, are you serious? They're like bewildered. Why are you looking at them? Well, those are great arguments out there. Like, dude, a judge would look at you like, are you kidding me? If your wife said it to you, you would look at them like, are you kidding me? Like I said, if somebody claimed they had a space alien in their garage, just prove it. I don't need to hear any crack addict arguments. I don't need to hear any philosophy moves. Just prove it. That's it. If you can't prove it and you got to go arguments, that shows to me you can't prove it. You're just all bluff. You're all talking done. And that's what I say to Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, apologetics.com team. They can't prove it. It's all a bluff. Because their Christian God does not exist in reality. And his superhero son doesn't exist in reality. They don't exist. That's why they can't prove, and that's why they have to revert to such foolishness. But I will say, before I end this, hey, I love Christianity, love Islam, love Buddhism, love Hindu. Hey, if you come in the name of peace and love, I love it. I love Christian music. Any religion, or even cult for that, say come in the name of love, trying to do good, feed the poor, I'm all about it. I'm not about this dogma of hell and sin, and God's mad at you, he's going to get you. But I'm all about love. Well, Brett Strong signing off. 60 seconds or less. Utterly destroyed. Matt Slick, Jeff Durbin, apologetics.com team. 3 for 1. Done. Till next time.